Hey everyone, this is Zenith, her voice, her stories. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I have a story that's going to keep you on the edge of your seat. So grab a seat, get comfortable, and get ready. Because what you're about to hear is full of twists, emotions, and lessons you won't forget. If you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's dive in. There was once a black woman who had it all: success, beauty, and a heart full of love. When she met a young man who dreamed of becoming a pastor, she thought she had found her soulmate. They dated for years, and she believed in his calling. He spoke of faith, purpose, and family, and when he finally asked her to marry him, she said yes without hesitation. Together, they built a life, and God blessed them with 3 beautiful children. But one night, everything changed. She woke up in the middle of the night and realized her husband wasn't in bed. Moments later, the phone rang, and that call shattered her world. Her husband had been arrested. Confused and shaking, she rushed to the police station, only to learn that her husband, the preacher, the man of God, had been caught soliciting a male undercover cop. Her heart dropped. She couldn't breathe. She felt betrayed, humiliated, and lost. Still, out of love and faith, she forgave him. He swore it would never happen again, and she chose to believe him for the sake of her family, for the sake of her church. But behind closed doors, he kept doing it. Whispers began to spread in the congregation. The perfect image of a holy man started to crumble. So they packed up, moved to another state, and tried to start over. New church, new community, a new beginning. For a while, everything seemed fine, until one day, her oldest son came home crying. He confessed that he was gay and that he was sick. Her knees gave out. She felt the walls closing in, realizing the pattern, the silence, the pain that had followed them. She couldn't keep pretending anymore. She filed for divorce, found her strength again, and chose peace over appearances. Months later, she learned that her ex-husband, the preacher who once condemned others from the pulpit, had remarried to a 27-year-old man. And that day, she looked in the mirror and whispered, "I survived the lie. And now, I choose truth." After the divorce, life wasn't easy. The woman who once stood proudly beside a man of God now had to rebuild everything on her own. The church turned its back on her. People whispered that she had failed to keep her husband happy, that she had pushed him away. But she knew the truth. She had carried the weight of a double life for too long. Her nights were quiet now, sometimes too quiet. There were moments she missed the man she thought he was, not the one who lied, but the one she believed in. She cried in silence, prayed for strength, and asked God to help her heal the pieces of her broken heart. One Sunday morning, she decided to visit a new church, far from where anyone knew her story. The pastor there spoke about forgiveness, not as weakness, but as freedom. And for the first time in years, she felt peace settle over her soul. She started a new job, built a new home for her children, and little by little, she found her joy again. Her son's health went up and down, but through it all, she stood strong, learning to love him openly and without shame, because she refused to let pain repeat itself. One evening, years later, she ran into her ex. He looked older, tired, almost lost. His young husband wasn't by his side. For a moment, their eyes met, and she didn't feel anger anymore, just closure. He lowered his head and said quietly, "You were the only one who ever truly loved me." She nodded, smiled gently, and replied, "I did. But now I finally love myself." That night, she went home, sat on her porch, and thanked God not for what she lost, but for what she found: strength, peace, and truth. Because sometimes God doesn't remove people from your life to punish you. He removes them to protect you. And she finally understood her story wasn't about shame. It was about survival. It was about freedom. It was about a woman who rose again, after being broken by a lie, and found herself standing in the light of her own truth. Wow. What a story, right? If you love hearing real-life stories like this, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel so you never miss a story. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.